Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Bigfatpsychic channel. I've missed you all, honestly I have. So basically, not to be too dramatic, but I had an infection that we didn't know, which turned into blood poisoning, that turned into toxicity and started attacking my organs. So I've been left with a kidney injury, but hopefully it'll get better. So I think they expect me to make a full recovery. And also, again, the heart, you know, it's always the kidney and the heart that gets affected by things. So I don't know. It wasn't, so I know you all thought it was a bit of grief, but it wasn't. And to be fair, I have to say, the 2 weeks of going into before hospital, I couldn't even think about it because I was just so ill and sick all the time. And so I apologise to people that had readings booked with me, but on the day that I sent that, I was clearly unwell, but it just felt like, you know, I'd been into I don't know why it does that. I'm not doing it again. I'll tell you what, it keeps cutting out in the background. But anyway, yeah, so I was, on that day I sent it out, you got very few words out of me, you know. But I felt like I was underwater, and then when you come out and your life jacket's so heavy, you know, like after you've been diving and you've got all the stuff on your back, that's how it felt. So I wasn't aware that my brain was being attacked at all. So, but I had real dark thoughts, and I kept thinking, oh, the channel's too much for me, oh, cancel Christmas, that's too much for me, and everything that I loved I was worrying about. So yeah, so anyway, I apologise, and I am well. Unfortunately I lost a lot of weight. I don't know where I'm going to get all these new clothes from. But anyway, I've had to give a load to charity. But never mind. My husband's happy. His wardrobe's a bit lighter. So, yeah, so that's that really. And I just took the time out because my family obviously went through a hell of a lot and was scared. And I got away with it because basically my memory is only sketchy of events. But when I came round and saw everybody there, I was like, what? I said to my husband, have I got cancer? So I said, you can tell me no, I can handle it. But anyway, it was the toxicity. So yeah, needed to put a bit of time between them, you know, the events. And yeah, Christmas was a rush. And my husband was lovely to me for about 5 weeks, okay. So, and I kept asking him in the hospital, I was real anxious, and I said, will you do the, I'm sorry about that guys, will you do wrap the Christmas presents? I mean, I've got, what, 4 kids, their partners, and 4 grandchildren too, so there was a lot of presents. So he said, oh yes, he said, I'm on it. So I said, all right. Anyway, when my son picked me up from the hospital, and my husband was with me, and he sat in the back of the car, I'm in the front, and I said to him, did you wrap those presents? He said, no, I was waiting for you to get home. Which in a way, you know, was one of them. He said he didn't know which presents was for who, even though, you know, they all get a theme. But anyway, so yeah, so I came home and he did wrap those presents. Thank you very much. I love you, Paul. But anyway, yeah, so that's by the by. Now, I do want to shout out 3 people actually. Paula and Layla, okay. I'm really sorry I didn't get to do your reading. I have refunded you, so I'm open now, okay, open. And Craig boy, oh my word, okay, I was at my mum's funeral and I was so poorly. I'd been sick and sick and sick and it just wouldn't stop. So when I went there, well, for a start, all the words you could get out of me at the funeral was, thank you for coming. That was it. thank you for coming. So everyone, you know, and then I actually did take a few days off to write my mum's speech. Well, oh my word, I wrote it. Well, I'm glad I never read it out at all, because read the room, girl, you know. I don't think they was ready for that kind of sense of humour. But anyway, so yeah, I had to do a speech, and I didn't know what to say. I just didn't know what to say. What, you know, it was all a muddle for me. Anyway, I decided to wing it, okay. So I went up and, like, well, there was me and somebody else who spoke, but obviously my brothers, they're not into that kind of thing, and they would have struggled as well, bless them. So yeah, I went up, and I kept thinking to myself, why do I feel like this? I thought my aura, soul, whatever, you know, was really open, and that maybe I was impacted by all these people, because it was packed. And yeah, it was just it wasn't like this on my phone, you know. Anyway, yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so when I got up there and started to speak, I just had to, it was an image thing with me. I'm an image person, an image on the cards, an image on your body language, and yeah, definitely had to take inspiration from them. But I don't remember one word. Oh no, I don't. A sentence actually. But I didn't remember it. So when I got off there, I did not remember it at all. And everybody's going, great speech, great speech. I was thinking, is that something to say? Like I've been saying, thank you for coming, you know, because I clearly didn't have a clue what I said. But I don't remember saying something about my youngest brother, who's been a naughty boy, you know, throughout life. It's understandable. He's had a catastrophic brain injury when he was 11, and it just, you know, led to all sorts of problems for him, and there's not the services or, you know, understanding yet to help him. So sometimes it goes as a bad boy. So he came with a guest who was a prison officer. But anyway, we made him feel welcome. But as my brother was sat next to him right at the end, out of the way, you know, no risk or something. Yeah, as he was sat there, and I went to speak about my brother, and I went, and Jamie, I went, well, you know, he's even brought along a guest. And then I had to turn it into, like, worship him, you know, worship him, because I don't know why I said it, but I think I was halfway through a sentence. I've been thinking I was funny. Anyway, yeah, it's a good job I didn't do them speeches, what I was going to do. Oh, my God. I'd have been left out of the will. Not her will. Everybody else's, I suppose. So, yeah, that was the funeral day. And then days later, that's it. Me. Gone. The reason I'm talking about the funeral is, Craig babes, thank you very much. Okay. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thanks for coming up to me. Thanks for trying to talk to me. As you'll be aware, I did have blood poisoning running right through my veins. I was literally dying in front of everybody, okay, and I didn't even know. Now that's another thing I'd like to clear up. Why didn't I get a prediction or something? Well, I bloody did. I did, but I took no notice. The morning my mum passed away, I always used to read a card for her. Every day I'd pick it up. I'd know whether she was being difficult or if she was truly, you know, low or in pain. And yeah, so the morning she passed away, I got up at 4 o'clock. This is not unusual for me, you know. If I wake up at sometimes 3:30, I might get up, or 5:30, you know. It's just one of them. So I woke up and went to get a drink. And then I stayed downstairs and I picked a card, and I'm not going to tell you what the card is, because your cards mean things different, okay? But I know when I get 2 cards together, that's certain death. So probably how I predicted Phillips right to their day. Okay, the day. I think it was announced a week later, and it was, I wonder if that was during COVID. It must have been. But yeah, so I picked up this card, and I thought, oh, my mum, you know. Anyway, at 6:30 in the morning, I get a phone call from my brother saying that my mum's passed away. So I said, oh, all right. Anyway, she was in the hospital, which I also predicted, but she was in the hospital, and the hospital rang her cousin, and not us, but the cousin thought we'd already been informed. So we didn't get to say goodbye, but, you know, we was being positive about it. Well, I was. I just said, you know, it's for the best. If one of us had have been there without the other two, it would create, well, that person can say, I was with her when she died. And I don't think any of us wanted to be in that situation, and especially with the youngest brother. So, you know, it was good the way things worked out in the end as well. And apparently she died at 2 minutes past 4. How was that? Anyway, so I was starting to feel a bit rough, so I was pulling a couple of cards for myself. I love Christmas. I started decorating on 2nd of November. Oh my word. So when I asked about Christmas, I got the same card for my mother, and I just thought, I didn't think it was for me. I thought it was for her. You know, that would still be upset about my mum's passing and everything. And yeah, of course we was going to be, but, you know, so that's what I thought. And it turns out it was me. So, and another thing, okay, just in case I don't make it, I've also got the card again. So I'm just going to be mindful, you know. I mean, hopefully, you know, it's just a warning to take things easy. But I have rested, and now I'm ready to be back and talk to you all again. So well, I thought I would treat you with a little catch up on royal events and some other things that you'll want to know about. So, you know, there's my list. Okay, there's my list. Wrote it on an envelope for you. Oh my god, did I ever finish off what I was saying to Greg? Thank you very much, my darling. Okay, next time I see you, we'll have a lovely chat about Harry and Meghan, because you're well into it, aren't you? Anyway, yeah, so let's do Keir Starmer first. All right. Oh, it's getting right on my nerves. Right on my nerves. Honestly, it's dangerous. It's like another Biden as well. Now, I've just dropped 2 cards on the floor. I'm not going to go down there. So we've got the 7 of Cups reversed. You know, a lot of self-deceit. It's as if he thinks he can get away with stuff and that he's untouchable. Well, he's not. Okay, because you got the 6 of Cups. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God, I missed 2 cards. Right, so 6 of Cups means something coming up for me, say, pass. I've got the Page of Swords reversed, and I can see that is something deliberate. You know, somebody's out for him, somebody's going to leak something as well. Now this could be a problem, okay, because we're coming up with it, I'm seeing it, so this is going to be an issue for him, okay. And I do think you know, the past will catch up with him, you know. I mean, he's just a wrong un, isn't he? Yeah. I love Trump, okay? I love what he's doing, okay? I told you we needed a psychopath to save us, and I do believe he will save us, okay? Yeah, if he puts tariffs on and our goods go up, well, that's the government's problem. Okay, it's not his. He's saving his America first. That's what he's doing. And Keir is not doing us any good at all. He doesn't care about us, you know. I think it's terrible that older people, disabled people, sick people, truly, you know, that are ill, are having their benefits slashed and their pensions attacked. And, you know, it's just like, it is. well, I know what he's doing into, yeah. He's filling, he's doing what Sadiq Khan's done, filling himself with likers for votes. Be very careful, Kia, because there's bigger and harder and better than you. And I know Elon Musk will have you, and so will Trump as well. This is where a one government rule comes in. Okay, so let's have a look. Would people be willing to have Trump manage them, you know? Unfortunately, it's got to focus on America. Would we like it? It's all right, you know. We're burdened, and we need somebody to take on those burdens from us as well. I mean, you've never been so poor in your life as, you know, when, well, centuries ago maybe, you know. Famine. You know, you thought that was in Africa, you know, with the Band-Aid and the World Aid and all like that. Hey, there's people starving here. You know, you can't get a doctor's appointment. Don't get me started on that, I tell you. But, you know, there's houses, school places, dentists, you know. You can't get these people. And all these, or spaces or appointments, you know, you can't get in there. And all these things can add to your health problems, okay? Especially if you're sat in the cold and you've got asthma. I mean, what? What is he thinking? Well, he's not, is he? He's a showpiece, he's a stand-in, and there's nothing good about him. He's terrible. Okay. Karma. He's not Karma, is he? Yeah, is Keir Starmer going to get knocked off his perch? Huh! Love it! Love it! Okay. We got, you see, the problem is, you haven't really got anybody else apart from Nigel Farage. And I do agree, you know, in part that he's a bit wishy-washy as well. So I know he's been getting a lot of flack regarding Tommy Robinson. You know, look, it's to show solidarity, you know, and I don't think he's made it abundantly clear to the public that this is something he understands, okay? Understands. It's just like, it's a no, poor Tommy. Hey, anybody bored, can you write to Tommy Robinson? Go on that Paul Thorpe's page and you can ask him for the address. I'd do it myself, honest, but my husband would kill me. He would. He wouldn't believe me. Okay, so yeah, you know, I'm getting quick progress here, so we haven't got too much longer to go. I do wish that there's a younger person here. So somebody younger than Kia. He's going to get his ass whipped, isn't he? Anyway, so, sorry, that's the Knight of Wands. Okay, so another thing is that William and Kate, okay, it's come up that they're only, you know, making announcements last minute that she'll go anywhere. Now, some are saying it's to do with her health. I think that would be worrying. I think that would be worrying. But personally, I wonder if it's to do with Harry and Meghan, because, you know, it's the places she goes, you know, the people she interacts with, Catherine, that deserve the limelight. So, you know, this could also be something like that. So, you know, what is the motivation behind Catherine and, you know, going last minute? So is it about PR, or is it about her health? I think it's both. You know, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, and it's a way of doing things different. Because sticking to the same thing and expecting everybody else to not leak to Meghan, or Meghan not get the information, it is just like hard work. So, you know, it is about making a move. It is about, in somewhat, you know, she's still got appointments to go. But I don't see Catherine has been poorly or weak at all, you know. Yeah, you can feel drained and everything, I suppose, you know, but I'm not seeing it as that. I'm seeing it as more of doing the job, raising profiles, you know, and giving it what she's got, you know. How about they do things where it causes a reaction to Harry and Meghan? Okay, don't get me started on them. Whoa! Anyway, yeah. Ace of Pentacles. So I think we're all right there. And I think her health's all right as well. It's like, you know, just stability of a situation. Next. Netflix. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my bloody God. I love it, don't you? She is not going anywhere. Well, Meghan's... yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll make sure it won't happen. I don't know if it's the TV. Anyway, okay. Yeah, so let's ask, is her programme going to go ahead? I think I said not before. Oh, that's her, you know. Her and her friends and everything. Is she trying to get better friends? It looks like it. I do see a celebration. Maybe she sat with her popcorn, you know, watching her and testing. She's like a joke to people. Not quite happy with that. But do you know what? I think... because it's supposed to be about... oh, I know what it is. Okay, so they went to a do, didn't they? Oh, not happy about that. Okay, so the ratings on the wall, which we knew it would be. You don't pay people, you know, hundreds of thousands and millions to have somebody that clearly, you know, doesn't want to invest hard efforts. So I think we get a clue from this celebration. Okay, so somebody did take the mic, made a joke saying something like, you know, not since Harry and Meghan has Netflix given more money to a project or a person. What was it? Oh, who I had it then? No, gone, forget it. Okay, it takes too long. Look at that, it's coming to... Oh, how is Meghan's mind? She's happy about something, okay. She's happy, she's putting on her best behaviour, trying to creep, you know, kiss ass, basically, kissing ass. So this is with the board, I think, you know, going in, all done up. I mean, why is it that people look at your appearance and then that kind of, you know, gives you a qualification and the experience that you would need to pass this? I still think, you know, I don't know why. I do not know why. So how is Meghan's man? Sharp as ever, you know. I think what happens with her is when things are going well and quiet and peaceful and stable, she ends up engineering all these problems for herself. So she's gone from destroying everything and now she's on about making more projects as well. So she's happy. Is it true that Meghan has got, you know, film roles and advertising deals that are still going through? Well, she'll be having to rethink things, but I also see that, you know, a lot of people are now changing their opinion. So when you go from good to bad, it's very hard to get from bad to good. You know, it's a lot of hard work and effort. She's pissed off, you know, she's gone into lawyer mode, you know, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to say this, you know, you're misogynistic and all like that. Yeah, she can think she can get somewhere, but, you know, these companies have got a lot more money. So I think there was a HBO one, Warner Brothers, now that might be the same company, I haven't checked. And then some advertising roles as well. Now, years ago, somebody asked me to do a reading on Suits, and I did say then, so you long timers will remember, but I did say then that she would be aired in like a foreign country, Far East, or, you know, China, or I never thought Japan, but apparently she's been there's things there as well with Japan. Will Japan go ahead? No, no, no. No, I don't know if it's Meghan walking away or that they'll get back to her and they haven't. Yeah, it's as if Meghan's too snobby to do an advert in a way, you know. And it may be a big one as well. But yeah, I just feel like she's not liking that situation neither. I suppose in Japan, can you see all these nasty things that she has done? The failures, the absolute ineptness, okay, of doing things. Next. Oh, you like this. Harry Visa. I've got some new cards, okay, for Christmas. Don't ask me what they are, please. I've thrown away the box. Anyway, okay, so, yeah, Harry and his visa. Yes or no, is this guy gonna be deported? Well, I have got authority, okay. I don't see him leaving. I've said before, I think, you know, if there's any mistake, it's on the Biden administration, not so much Harry. Yeah, the emperor as well. So, yeah, authority. I do feel that his records will be made public. Will there be, you know, will Trump order them to be made public? I mean, at the end of the day, he's going after every single bad guy in there. Corrupt, you know, corrupt. Will Trump make Harry's visa public? Oh, yeah. And within a week, okay? Within a week. But I just think, you know, Harry could have said, oh no, I did the right thing ages ago. He could have said that, but, you know, I don't think the fault's with him at all. Just the games, isn't it? Meghan would have been saying, well, he must be a dab hand now. You know, he's been learning off her for the past 5-6 years, if not longer. Will Harry be kicked out of the United States? I got it again, you know, authority. No, he's not leaving because, and it's not favouritism, it's being fair. Which is Trump is being fair. And this is what I said a while back as well, that he'll be fair. And so this can only mean one thing, that Harry's not at fault in this. Okay, Harry, security, you know. We've already had the warnings, fighting for my family and all that bollocks, you know. No, you're not. You fight your family, you don't fight for them, Harry. Oh, let's have a look then, you know. But you've got Keir Starmer here, and I'm just so worried that Keir Starmer will somehow authorise that he gets this security. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think Keir likes Charles at all. Will Harry get his, you know, win his security case? You see it before me. No, thank God for that. Not committed. Not committed. Oh, well, maybe Keir Starmer wants his coffers elsewhere. But I will say this to you. If he could interfere, I think he would, okay? I think he would. So this must be protected, maybe, because it's a court and a judge. So maybe Keir Starmer could not influence it in a way. He's got enough drama going on. He doesn't need to be brabbing a judge, does he? Okay, so we've said that, and will he get it? How will he feel about the outcome? Again, you know, using another opportunity. So he could take this further, maybe, you know. He's not going to give up at all. He is tricking people. Look, going 5 minutes before your court appearance saying that your family's in danger, it's not enough. You know, it's it's so freaking obvious, Harry. We know what you're up to. Trickery. Do you know what? I just feel like his solicitor, his lawyer, is just sly, you know, sly with him, probably making promises, telling your clients what, you know, they want to hear. Well, I don't see that that's going to be right. If Harry loses his security, how will he feel? Well, I've said that as well. I just feel like he's going to do something else, you know, another opportunity. So maybe he sees that this can go higher again. Harry's very invested. Now, you may say, oh, you're wrong, you can't go no higher. But I just feel like going higher, using an opportunity. So, you know, well, if Harry loses his case, will he put the pressure on his father? Absolutely. You know, you'll have to pay for my security, Dad. I'm not here, this, that and the other. So I think his IPP status is, you know, a separate issue. Okay, Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson, where we're going with him. You know, how is he feeling? I've already said, you know, if you want to pen pal him, go to Paul Thorpe, Thorpe, and, you know, ask him for the address. Being in prison, you know, you've got nothing to occupy your mind or think about. It makes the time there very much harder for him. And he's also in solitary as well. So I think he would love the opportunity, you know, to write back and still have a sense of feeling on the outside as well. Tommy Robinson, you know, is it, you know, has he got secured legal representation good enough to get him out? Not really, okay, not really, and that's because of all like the little steps in between, you know. So you'll have Tommy, then you've got a prison officer, then you've got a prison warden, then you've got a governor, and then probation or whoever else, and the police and all like that. So you can expect that these are definitely not going to make things easy at all. How does Elon Musk feel about Tommy Robinson? You know, you hear all these stories being whipped up and everything, and I'm just wondering if he knows he's unwilling. I mean, it is a free speech thing, and Elon did say he would fund legal fees for people affected by free speech as well. So, I don't know, it's like, he don't want him there, you know. He doesn't want him there. He would want a removal. But there's no choice. So it's as if, like, Elon is only limited in a certain way that he can help. Okay, that's it. That's it. How does Elon Musk feel about Keir Starmer? You see, it's to do with Tommy Robinson as well. This Keir Starmer is a coward. He's an absolute coward. He's a moron, okay? He's the worst Prime Minister we've ever had. He's horrendous. Well, you know, if anything, Elon knows everybody's secrets, remember, okay, Twitter, when Keith probably thought he was safe. So, you know, is Elon Musk planning, you know, to get revenge on Keir Starmer? He's breaking Britain. He's breaking Britain, you know, and all of us. He's breaking us. Oh, I just feel it's terrible. Honestly, they've got the priorities wrong. They're not listening to us. There's nothing worse than feeling not listened to, that your opinion and what you have to say doesn't count because they're more important than us. Okay, I'll get off with him. Okay, Trump then. Trump, you know. What can the American people expect? No, I've got an interesting one. What do all the non-supporters of Trump, how they're starting to feel now? You know, are they feeling reassured, safe, you know, looked after, listened to? Let's have a look. I think, you know, people are starting to wake up to the fact how they've been manipulated, okay, and deceived as well. Many people would have thought they was doing the right thing, you know, and that's each to your own, really, because, you know, you can vote for who you like. But I think we're coming away now from the rumour mill. I see, like, you know, communication, his updates, you know, is telling you straight. I believe that is absolutely genuine. He has had 4 years in power before and 4 years to work out where he, you know, went wrong. And that was due to the people that was surrounding him, you know. He was the full of, well, he was in a tank of piranhas, that's what he was. So I do feel like lessons have been learned as well. But, you know, there'll always be a few that don't like the decision they made, or they don't like being wrong. So they want to hang on to that, you know. And it's understandable. Okay, let's get on to Harry and Meghan. Okay, so, you know, how does Harry feel about the Vanity Fair show when they're shopping for a book right in the beginning? How does he feel? Like it's a victory, you know. So they're talking more about that than the bullying. That's probably true. It's It's like he's got one up on her as well, you know. So does he know? Well, whether she did or not, he's aware. How did he feel? You know what? I just feel like if he's, I feel like if what he's doing now, where he is now, it's not with her. So this is an opportunity. This is a victory. I was right, okay? I was right. How does Meghan feel about about Harry finding out she tried to do a divorce book? She's happy as well, okay? She is happy. I tell you now, on that one, they will take action, okay? Definitely. And she got all the attention she wanted. She loves it, good or bad. They're getting more desperate, and you're seeing this. They've got no new material. And they're absolutely, you know, what are they doing with all these people, you know? It just doesn't make sense to me. I think she wants a play office, you know. She thinks it's so I'll come and tell you what to do, and you plate it as well. That it's not a real situation. That she's not serious about it at all. Oh dear. Oh dear. So will Harry take legal action? I think so. Will he take legal action against Vanity Fair? Yes. You don't think, Vanity Fair have been had over, do you? I mean, you had more than sources, so, but it is one of them that you can put. Somebody could have conned their way in from Meghan's team, giving out information that definitely isn't correct. So maybe they want to know who said this, you know. Harry wants to know as well. How does Harry feel about Meghan and his marriage? Oh, she's upset all the time. He's upset all the time. You know, she wants money, okay? Money is her currency. It's the one thing she's always been greedy, okay? She's always been greedy. Always, you know, nearly said sucked. Yeah, I did. You know, she'd do anything for money. No, can't blame you, you know, but be obvious about it. Don't try and be Saint Michael at all, you know. Just say it, you know, cover it with ambition, ruthlessness, stuff like that. But yeah, so definitely not happy. But I've said this, don't feel they are together. I think all this build-up is, there's something on it. So when I said before that they'll be relieved, no, that we won't believe, we won't believe it, but it's really happening. So, because they've done it that many times as well. I don't think he's well as well. I think that, you know, there's something there where he is unhealthy as well. So he might have I don't know, need a doctor's appointment maybe. Maybe need an injection of something. Are they living together? No. I don't think so, okay? I've said this, I've had this feeling. I don't. I think they're just joined together. He has, in the past, actually looked at her, give her a look, you know, shut up, or under his breath, put your hand over your mouth so they can't see you talking. And yeah, I think his impatience has got more and more, because I'm not seeing him as vulnerable now. I'm seeing him as like fighting. And in a way, that's true, you know. His words, fighting. Yeah, he is fighting. He's probably fighting for custody, because it won't be for his father or his brother. It's kind of talked about, but not talked about. How does the king feel about Harry? It's just you know, it's on the world, you know, and he's shown how not very bright he is. That gullible, you know, gullible. I mean, he's not innocent neither, you know, he needs his ass smacking a few times, I tell you. But, you know, let's see how King Charles feels about him. Wants him to come home. Because Charles is dying, okay? He's dying, and as well, William and Catherine have actually been in training for the Queen and King saga. Let's have a look. As I've got lots of things going on. I'm getting somebody, an organisation that we trust, you know. I'll ask if sorry, I'll get waylaid. So yeah, look, you know, wants him home. Wants him home. Well, I don't like that. Let's have a look at how William feels about him. Doesn't want to speak to him at all. Doesn't want to speak to him. I kind of feel like in all this, maybe in the last year or two, maybe, that William was trying to help Harry. That's how I feel about it, and that because of something he did, the way Harry reacted, you know, it's like that's it now. That's it. Now that could have been also to do with all those horrible stories for Catherine. I'll tell you what, you know what, even when you don't think karma's coming your way, it does. How does Harry feel about his father? Wants to know about, you know, his Tess, wants to bring Archie over, you know. I can see that, you know. I do feel Charles will not improve, okay. And obviously, you know, the sly little bastard wants to know about his finances as well, you know. What is the written word? What is written down? What to expect as well. How does Harry feel about William? He feels, you know, Catherine can get him on side, okay? A very confident situation here as well. But be careful, you know, whoever you are, Catherine, maybe. Because there's an arrow, as far as I can see, there's an arrow in your back as well. And you seem to be proceeding forward, unable to feel this, okay? Unable to feel this. What would be you know, what's the next week ahead for Harry? Oh, more stories to drown out his other stories, you know. He's quite happy people are being creative with the truth. A lot of romance, you know. What do they call it? We get loads of fluff, that's it, fluff pieces as well. All sorts, so it won't be about the same thing, it'll be about something else and then something else. So, yeah. What about Meghan's week ahead? She'll be very concerned, you know, with information that she doesn't want to be out in public. So she'll be focused on trying to keep it coming out. Okay, so and she's also, in a way, I'm thinking for her, she sees it as no news is good news. So that could be to do with delays as well. I can't see this with Love Meghan, even with made by somebody else, you know. I just can't. She thought she could sell out box offices, you know. She thinks when she walks in a room, everybody's going to stand up and hail Meghan. Well, I don't think so. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed that and this run through. I've loved doing it for you. Probably will go back to the table reading cards, but every now and again I'll pop my head up and say hello. Okay. All right, guys. Bye now. Bye-bye.